Andre yan po kayo.
You come on, whatever your name is, you could even say good night. And you are the first one to make a comment on the platform. And that's how you talk to somebody? That is how your first approach to someone is? Sweet peas, good night. You see how my platform come on, so sweet peas come and say good evening, Auntie Jen. Good evening, Doreen. How are you? I wonder which one we should I put up though. Maybe not one. Let me see no one. A people without the knowledge of their past, history, origin, and culture is like a tree without a root. Words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Those words live on forever because we now emancipate, and that's why Bob Marley said, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. And none but ourselves can free our mind. I observe something that those ancestors who fought for slavery to end were doing it anticipating for a brighter day. Although they may have gained freedom, the generation coming down don't really embraces what is the true meaning. Thank God. Christina, good night. One of the things I observe and I notice is it's both in church and it's both in the politics. As much as I may think that the church is a bed of roses and a bed of roses, the same divide is there. The same bad mind too. And the same fight against is there. Thank God they're good, Doreen. The difference is that every man have to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. And as long as we're in this life, we shall have tribulations. But I realize, and I never expect that in this time and age, I would see so many. Let me tell you something. I put up one of the Gleaner posts on my TikTok. And the amount of labor right come on it and something with them typing at the comment. Something with them typing at the comments. I say, no man, where are we going? No, you choose a side and I choose a side. And because I don't choose the side that you chooses, you feel like say if you come disrespect me and tell me what you think you should tell me. But look here. Let's look at the bright side of it. You see that clipboard that attack me on? Look how God make it work. Like I say, if I pull it up and show you.
Sister Jennifer, you got me make a mistake. My daughter-in-law have the sign, the same sign on the WhatsApp, but not the same writing, but the same color sign. And I thought it was her. Oh my God, Sister Jenny. Sorry about that, darling. When I read it, you said the message, if did I know who I'm talking to. So when I look at the sign, good, I get to realize that it was my daughter-in-law. Oh my God, Sister Jennifer. When I look good, I saw your name in it. Oh my God. Sorry about that, Sister Jennifer.
When I look at my TikTok.
Isn't you?
I can't see it from this end. But this is what I put up. And the amount of them cuss me because Mr. Court dismiss PM appeal in ICK. So me typing it, me say, Andrew Holness need to step down. You are an embarrassment to Jamaica. Well, the view get over 40K. You see when they come and attack me thing, it get one of the most views, something me put up there, in a 1 day. It get over 40K. Views. Happy Emancipation, Nadi, Fergie, good night. Roxy, good night. Terry, good night. Yeah. A whole heap of thing before I go further about this emancipation. My son called me and tell me when I cook tomorrow I need some dinner. He stopped by last week and him like how me cook my rice and peas. So last week we cooked beef. Him say he want mutton. Me say, you know much I pony mutton myself. I said, no worry man, me pay for mutton. Me pay for the mutton. So we go and buy the mutton. And when me go, I just leave and I say that. I go down in the town. Every Chinese store open. Every Chinese store in the town today was open. On Jamaica Emancipation Day. 800 a pound. Where you get that from? Lord Jesus. You try to tell me which part you can get it for 800, make me get it. When I go to the meat shop today, the man say, last week the man tell me, next one tell me say 1400. But it seems like I must not man no much there in there because I see nobody else. And him say 1600. I say, no man, how it for so dear? And he said, but the only reason make me buy it, that's what my son said. I buy £4, $6,000. £1, 16 ounces. Betty and good night. I lie them I tell. I lie them I tell. I lie them I tell Nardi. I tell them I tell lie. They can't stop some of it. Them are gotcha. They can't stop it. People are gonna sell them things. As I talk about pear tree, I need to call my friend say she need to carry 2 pear for me, man, you know. She give me 2 pear last week and them take long for ripe, but they're ripe and they're nice. Every Chinese store open in our country. And I said, but wait, you think we could have got China and China celebrate one holiday and we as Jamaican ever dare make it was China holiday and we were in China? And I'm not bashing the Chinese. You don't know what I say about them already. Then come and them a help in whatever way they can. I'm not bashing the Chinese. No, a foreign one you talk about, man. The local one me buy now. You know, so the local one dearer though. The foreign mutton is cheaper. I don't know if a mutton or what them sell, but that one cheaper. But it's a fluid type of goat. I can't tell him a rammy. You know something like no rammy, kind of really no rammy nothing. So that's the difference. Me don't know if I really say going on. Me have to go look. You know, say I really need to study the hold on there. I can say if I can type it in. Everyone, then none at all. And it look like them did get no compliance from the government. It look like them get a free run. Because at least if in our country, you must respect them holiday. Um, a rather la. One time, you know, the one place there, Flatbush in the New Year. Them, you know, look like they lock down the place down there. Maybe first you can tell me. The China then lock up, down, they shop them down a Flatbush. I see them thing they do in the US too. Oh. Oh. And that me notice because I tell you something. Everybody out and about today, I sell. It was market as usual. Not a soul about the emancipation and what emancipation was all about. Everybody I try look at dollar. So Nadi, I don't know if you can send me whatever you get the information from with so we can pick with breadfruit and give it. Them they are 9 cents. They close the restaurant downtown at 4. Yeah, they may close earlier. I don't think them still open now. But they open for business, brother, and trust me, them I make business too. They open at 9 for sale. People are look they're earning. Back to school in the year, you're right. You're right. Some people not have it for really send them put them back to school. But me not put them go to school. But oh no, they know. I mean, say me can't do the big. Me can't do the community back to school. It going to cost too much. And but there are a few family with a lot of little pitney. We're going to try to put 2 little pencil, 2 little book, 2 little, rubber, sharpener, or whatever. I want to do it the second week of this month. About the 14th, the 15th, somewhere there. If you are selling goods, you need a license. I've never defined the quantity. Yes, Charmaine, I did plan to do it big, but I said, you're not going to manage it. If you ever do that and announce it, they're not going to lick down your fence or your house because some not going to get because you're not going to have enough. We should have it planned out long ago. But what I'll do, I have good analysis, so I analyze who need it most. And who can get 3 book. You get them one 3 book. Pencil, pen, sharpener. Me not gonna say anything more because me don't know about no bag pack or nothing. But me have 4 somebody where me gonna give bag pack. As me say, me have 1 bag already where me da use in a good condition. And as me talk about that, me need to take it out and put it where me can see it so me remember, Me know Nadi, man. Yes, thank you, sweetie, yeah. And those who have come from my morning program would have heard me mention of something yesterday. And me gonna try to help for this one time. Roxy is saying, oh, can he donate? I'm going to put the information in. Yeah, Virgin, me know you tell me already. The 50th, let me look back on the date correctly. But, and Jamaica doing exceptionally well at the Commonwealth, man. Them a shine over there. They're shining like a diamond. Alright, so now they put in my WhatsApp number. So Zadiana, I wish I would up on the library have his Zelle number. Let me put in his Zelle number. even me in a business over the over the pad, you know, but the story I get big traction. Aye, aye. You know me that on my live, man. You can't come call me this at hours a night. Aye. You know me that on my live, man. You can't come call me this at hours a night. Aye. You know me that on my live, man. You can't come call me this at hours a night. Aye. You know me that on my live this at hours a night. Me don't have nothing to do. Aye. No, because I could have get nothing out of this machine. I'm on you. You have to pay that, you know? Yeah, but me not come to you. Yeah. Me the parlor. If we walk around me done. Yeah. Me there play this in the background. I don't even remember, yeah. My son look fit and tell you. Sorry. Um, Nadi send floating arts. Thank you. You can what on go WhatsApp you can get that number upon here, Roxy. Just so send me WhatsApp and me talk to you after. Whenever you send me a message. I will tell you. Thank God for no in the diaspora, because I don't know if I know dog name everybody supper down here. That's all I know. I mean, if I go stop it though. To them I were thinking about it, and I think me have to stop the charity thing. The reason why I have to stop is the demand. I think too much demands, and I don't want people to think so I have it all the time, because I don't really have it. It's just because we farm as goal, good night. Yeah, so they need too much. I may say them have a member of parliament. We for them back to school something. I go hear them talk about medical. I know you're not going to put them no book and no bag, no uniform. I don't hear nothing. I don't not give them nothing. Yeah. So me say we are gonna look for me for go check it out and find. Because I don't want to come here come say nothing when I don't know. The new law. Me say if I say anything. Alright, so let me read what I find. Jamaica has passed a brand new overreaching agriculture law in 2026 But the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Mining and introduce a key temporary administrative measure for livestock and clarify rule regarding commercial farm registration. Cattle transport rule. Effective July 30 to September 30, 26, the ministry allowed the transport of untagged cattle strictly for slaughter due to delay in the National Animal Identification Traceable System. Required documentation. Farmer moving these untagged animals must carry a valid farmer's identification card and an official agriculture produce receipt. Hi Phyllis, good night. Listen. Backyard farming clarification. Official clarified that a new mandatory registration law does not apply to individual. Only commercial agricultural producer must register with the Rural Agriculture Development Authority RADA, while personal backyard gardens are exempt. If you mean a specific bill or a different regulatory change, such as land use, fisheries, or their larceny enforcement, please contact RADA. So them say the backyard garden is not, they're not troubling people. You don't have to register for backyard garden. But if you are plant on a big. Phyllis, good night. Oh, you just messaged me, look. Okay, let me say it. Alright, so. Thank you, Roxy. I know it's going to be difficult with some poor little old farmer when to understand the new settings. Somebody need for to keep meeting like and carry people in, sit them down so they can understand exactly what is happening. She come out, come say she get but hold on, I just say cause to them I was looking at it. I think it's she come out in our paper. Hold on, let me look. She was in the news. Saying that she have permit to do it. Lie she tell. But our government are going to make sure do it because it's a tactics them I try to use for Rosemary Shaw up there. So for the next election, she will win back. That's the whole thing we're going up there. So them a clean up a place and them a fence you up. Then say they now go. But it is not safe. And it will give people employment. She will raise tilapia. should I save a clip, you know. Thanks for tapping up for me over TikTok. Good night. Boy, may I tell you. Everywhere you turn. Can't find back a clip, man. So Napa say it. So Michelle Charles come out and say she have. Me say she lies him and he look younger. Boy, me I tell her, if politics I make me turn in a cruff. Me no want turn cruff. Say you send me a statement from Napa. Napa says there is no, me want to find the clip for me gonna hear all this young lady lie. She said she get all the necessary approvals. Statement from NEPA and Barker Lodge Fish Pond Development. NEPA, has searched its record and can report that the agency is not in receipt of any application for this development. Right? You should up there, but down the whole place. Because you're going to give people employment. I'm sure you know want to do it when you're in there. You was an MP, you know. And you're not going to make fish pond when you're MP. I said, when I say George Wright send out one black factory, I get 1,000. A 1,000? No. And everybody, hold on. Let me look back for George Wright. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm saying. It's the tactics where the liberator use and the PMP, they not look like when I see what going on. They lose and still are going like them are MP. And them are get money and they're quiet. You must think all of them are money where I missed off a joke.
And today we are here at the first gas station where we are here to collect over 10,000 blocks.
10,000. So 10,000 and 1 million, that's all?
And these blocks
You can't
will
finish
be
it.
assisting over 100 households that has been affected by Hurricane Melissa. I just want to say a big thank you
So I'm going to get one, hold on, let me do a calculation, hold on.
from bricks and blocks. And these blocks will be assisting over 100 households that has been affected by Hurricane Melissa. I just want to say a big thank you to
So we 100 black
the
candle.
manager of
Oh man, go sit down one side and go sit down. Move your process to fire. What can 100 black do? Somebody on the platform listening. What can 100 black do? I must say under Nara. I must say under Nara. Yeah man, them a go hard. You know, you're smart in a naughty. You know, so if you observe them a go hard. Bill a grave. 100 black. 100 black can build one grave. You may be right. Let me see. 25, that's on 25, 30, 30. You may be right. But on a grave him say I go bill. It's to help the people them from Melissa. 100. So, are the people then from the gas station are going to donate it to him. The people then from the gas station are donated to him. Like they think we're fool. We're not going to friend them. They say, I want to friend them, I going to donate it. We're not idiot and you buy them. And him up and boat, man. And him up and boat. And I've been watching it all over. Same thing up at Southeast St. Mary. We done. Him they ban it quiet and do all kind of sitting. So it is evident in all of where they lose that the caretaker them, they set them in there. If he must need a new stool for true. So that's why them a play hard against the rivals down there, you know. But for Miss Chang, switch over, she quiet. Me not see she on TikTok. I want to go on to Miss Chang. Go on to Miss Chang. Anybody see Miss Chang? Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, emancipation, I come to talk. I'm say, you know, I'll keep it low tonight. And but I watch the speech from Mark Golden on emancipation. I'm going to let you hear it. Dwayne Vaz win by nearly 2,000 votes, so it'll go hard for them to take them down. I'm gonna hear. I'm not seeing speech on your website. I wish one with that one. I think that's on TikTok.
Fellow Jamaicans, today we commemorate one of the most profound and defining moments in our history. On the first day of August, 1838, which is 188 years ago, our people awoke to a new reality. The brutal institution of chattel slavery, which had denied generations their humanity, their liberty, and the fruits of their labor, had finally come to an end. Emancipation was not bestowed as an act of benevolence or charity. It was won through extraordinary courage, sacrifice, and resistance. It was secured by men and women whose names history has not always recorded, but whose determination changed the course of our nation's journey forever. This year's national theme, United in Celebrating Resilience, is therefore fitting as it reflects the time-tested resilience which has defined our national character from inception. It is reflected in the resilience of the enslaved persons who endured the unimaginable horrors of enslavement without surrendering their dignity. It is borne out in the resilience of our national heroes, Nanny of the Maroons, Samuel Sharp, Paul Bogle, George William Gordon, Marcus Garvey, Norman Washington Manley, and Sir Alexander Bustamante, and indeed so many others who, in different ways and across generations, challenged injustice and expanded the boundaries of freedom for those who would follow. The resilience that defines Jamaica is not only the ability to survive hardship, it is the determination to transform hardship into hope, adversity into opportunity, and injustice into righteousness. It gives us the courage to believe that tomorrow can be better than today.
Yes.
And it is a source of our willingness to work together to make that vision a reality. The great resilience of our people is one of the enduring lessons of emancipation. Nearly 2 centuries later, we have come a far way, and we should never underestimate how remarkable our national journey has been. We have built a nation whose influence far exceeds its size. Jamaica has given the world extraordinary music, literature, food, art, fashion, athletics, scholarship, entrepreneurship, and innovation. We have inspired movements for freedom and justice and shaped global culture. We have produced sons and daughters whose achievements continue to command international admiration. Wherever Jamaicans have gone, they have carried with them the indomitable spirit, an identity born not of privilege, but of struggle and perseverance. The greatest way to honor those who have fought for our freedom is not simply to celebrate how far we have come since emancipation, but rather to ask whether we are doing enough to fulfill the dreams that they held for future generations. After all, freedom is not limited to freedom from oppression. It also means freedom from poverty, freedom from exclusion, freedom from discrimination, and freedom to pursue one's goals and aspirations with confidence. Many Jamaicans still struggle to access opportunities that allow them to live with security and dignity. Many young people wonder whether their greatest ambitions can only be realized beyond our shores. Many families continue to feel excluded from the full benefits of our country's progress. Another aspect of our emancipation is incomplete. Some of our values and attitudes do not help us to move forward as a people. The Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey called on us to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, with the exhortation that none but ourselves can free our minds. There is still work to be done to move ourselves forward beyond this. These realities do not diminish our achievements. Rather, they remind us that the work of nation building remains unfinished. As many people continue to grapple with the devastation and loss caused by Hurricane Melissa and the feeling of abandonment in its aftermath, we have once again witnessed our resilience in communities coming together. Neighbors supported neighbors. Volunteers, churches, civic organizations, and ordinary citizens demonstrated the compassion that has always distinguished the Jamaican character. That spirit reminds us that resilience is strongest when it is shared. But while resilience has ensured our survival, it cannot be and should not be the cornerstone of our national strategy. The responsibility of leadership is not merely to admire and extol the resilience of our people. To the contrary, it is to create the conditions in which we are less dependent on our resilience. We must build institutions that are designed to be fair, transparent, and accountable. We must create an economy that rewards hard work and enterprise and provides opportunities for all our people. We must invest in education, in healthcare, and in public safety. We must ensure that justice is neither delayed nor denied, and that every Jamaican, regardless of where they live or the circumstances into which they were born, is provided with a genuine chance to fulfill their potential. That is how we honor the promise of emancipation. As Jamaicans, we have inherited a rich legacy and a solemn responsibility. Each generation must accept that it's not simply enough to preserve what we have inherited. We have the collective responsibility to leave the nation stronger and more just than we found it, working together in unity. I believe Jamaica has the capacity to build that future. Our greatest asset has always been the creativity and resilience of our people. Their generosity, their courage, and their unwavering belief that no matter how difficult today's circumstances may be, tomorrow can be better. So, let us honor those who secured our emancipation by renewing our commitment to the ideals for which they struggled. Let us reject division and embrace our shared destiny. Let us invest in our young people. Let us protect the vulnerable and create the conditions where every Jamaican has the opportunity not merely to survive, but to flourish. If we remain united in purpose, faithful to the values of justice and democracy, and committed to serving one another and our great nation, there is no challenge beyond our capacity to overcome. May the resilience of our people continue to unite and strengthen us. And may God continue to bless each and every Jamaican and our beloved land, Jamaica. Thank you.
I can't find nothing for Andrew's page. I wish I finished it, I don't know.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has issued a strong warning to those who continue to intentionally spread false information. It's not clear who or what the Prime Minister was referring to, but he says Jamaica is at risk. And the Prime Minister was speaking today at a function put on by the NHT, and we apologize for the absence of that soundbite.
Will not stand and allow falsehoods, misrepresentations, downright lies, and mischief to lead this country astray. This government is committed to communicate with the people of Jamaica on every issue, on every falsehood, on every false claim. We will be toe-to-toe responding. And we're going to step up our response as well. Because some of what is said borders.
I don't know why that's something I cut off all the time.
On inciting violence. Much of what is said is also illegal and unlawful under Jamaican law. And we intend to prosecute those persons who break the law in this. The nation is at risk if we do not act.
Then, I'm confused. I'm glad I look for it and come up on it because somebody was telling me about it in speech. I wonder if he listen to himself. Let me play it again.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has issued a strong warning to those who continue to intentionally spread false information. It's not clear who or what the Prime Minister was referring to, but he says Jamaica is at risk. And the Prime Minister was speaking today at a function put on by the NHT, and we apologize for the absence of that soundbite.
I wonder if him not broke the law by not being not certified.
Falsehoods, misrepresentations, downright lies, and mischief to lead this country astray. This government is
come out
committed
lie, you come out, can't tell the people then.
to communicate with the people of Jamaica on every issue, on every falsehood, on every false claim. We will be toe-to-toe responding. And we're going to step up our response as well.
So true,
Because
Ferdy.
some of what is said borders on inciting violence. Much of what is said is also illegal and unlawful under Jamaican law. And we intend to prosecute those persons who break the law in this. The nation is at risk if we do not act.
Me figure who you want lock up. Me go take a guess. Maybe want come for me too, but he can't come for me. Me think you have Andre Stephen at one end, Marvin, and Derval. There could be others, but I think then three there. I would depend in case like Chichi every day. And I think one thing me not come here can do, I tell lie upon him. Never. Me not the type of person where just get up, make up and lie and do, no, me not do that. None at all. Me not in that the type of story there. Well, he said false news and him never say. He said lies and false news. Exactly. So I'm Emancipation Day speech me I look about me not see it.
Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has issued a
Him block me on Instagram so I can't find him on Instagram. I still not see the speech, I only see the headline. Exactly, Roxy. Melissa. Well, good night, Melissa. No, you asked me a question. I said, I believe. Remember, you know, why I said that, you know. How much time you see them I try to carry Andre Stephen court. Derval. In my view, one night when he come up on my program, I actually have to correct him because him just a fly out some things. In my judgment, and I think I need to take him and talk to him one away. So I'm not going to disrespect him. But sometimes you can't get your head over your heel. It's like one where they're on TikTok here too. Every time I hear it say something about Mark Golden, since me see him put up something and say, Mark Golden send man for come analyze him. I think him in Canada, you know. Him name, if I could have remember his name again right here. Chevy, something like that. Chevy. Let me see if I find him on TikTok. Chevy, I saw him here. I see Chevy. VVY.
People, so something just crossed my mind, you see me?
No, honestly, me want to find I make a ear when I say Mark Golden though. Hold on. Oh, him went to Mama San yard. He have one name. Me not see him come up. You know, something else there before his name, man. A chef? Anybody will listen to me and know who me I talk, or not tell me right name. Him say Mark Golden. And sometimes he talk some devious something, you know. And I wonder how the PNP now sue him, you know. Winston, good night. In lie. So yes, you have these type of people out there who just if Mark Gully know him. I don't think he know him, but me think sometimes something when come out you can contact. Oh no matter. I Canada live. I Canada live or USA live. Oh, it's something there before Chevy man, sitting there. Nobody don't know who matter. Yeah, check it out there for me. I want to find
My people.
yeah, me find him. Me type in see it.
Mark Jefferson Golden, leader, the opposition of the Jamaica People's National Party, member of Parliament for South St. Andrew. Let me ask you a question. And let me put it this way so that the wider masses in Jamaica and in
A
America
CHEV name.
can know who
Official chef.
Jefferson
Official
is,
chef.
along with the cohort of the People's National Party.
Listen what I say now.
I just got a phone call
So you get a phone call
from people within the New York City circle.
within the New York.
Mark Gordon has put out a hit.
So Mark Golden put out a hit
My head.
on film Ed.
So we get for understand, say, I can't Bronx or Brooklyn.
You can't go Bronx or Brooklyn.
Information already reached me. So Mark, let me ask you a question again. Members within the People's National Party,
So why you not send the information to the Jamaica Constabulary?
your voice notes.
Let me never get no more credit for my platform. These are some of the things the PNP have to come up with something, you know. Me have to go try it. Me don't know who. Listen me. Them look like they know what going. It's for some limit, you know. Hey, Andrew, the Jamaica Labour Party have some paid people on social media. You know, have to go pay people for listen what go on. Something like this being said, a police should have been at him door, make him get the voice note and play, make them hear who tell him so. These are not things for come on social media come talking. You know. Them are serious allegation. A death threat. So while the Prime Minister come out and talk, I use this as an example for make you understand everything. You have people who just make up story because they want to look bad. And we cannot deny it. The man said him get a phone call. Police should have done door. And if you go up on him pay a whole heap of nonsense in chat about the PNP. Who call him and tell him this or that or that. Nadia won't live. I think they say Canada and live. You see when and nowadays I know say man a real some man, you know. A real mama man. We grew up in our era when man chat too much, you near mama, man. The man saying get a call that Mark Golden plan for analyze him. These are serious threats. So it look like he never have no abiding city. Because I think they may say Canada and there. Yeah. I believe with all my heart and my mind. And you may hear me say something tonight and I say, Melissa typing, but you never understand when me talk. Remember, we're going to come back here, come talk again, here? We are going to come back here, go and talk again. Some people are going to get locked up. Because some of what them do or say is not the right thing. And I'm going to leave it right there, so. We have to criticize based on facts. It's in the media, so it's out there, so we can discuss it. He can come say we can discuss about the court dismiss him appeal. Because it's in the public domain. Him can't come say him can send police for say lock up me because me say him need to be certified. You are not certified. So based upon truth, nobody can lock up the body for truth. But you will get locked up for lies. But on the other hand, we the citizens of Jamaica must take him to court when we can prove that him telling us the nation lie. There's so much I can prove of his lies. Me say, when me put out the post yesterday, then come down on my page like what me fi say? But yesterday was a good day for me. The night when they report me say me nude. And they go and they report me that me nude. I wanna know, so me not come sit down here, so I sometimes I see. Me wonder if TikTok really listen to people and tell them that something. Then them now want to come click on it and say me not nude. You can't tap me. I can't tell you so you can't tap me, Melissa. And no police can come on my yard and lock me for nothing at all. I tell you. Once you talk truth, you can't tell you not to talk truth. And that's true, some people are smart neither too. Good night, Rose, how you doing? Sometimes how you do it. A long time they want to set up. Remember when I told them not about them, they want to ban TikTok, you know. But it look like it banning now work out, so. In things say we all are either. Well, him now get off on the chatting. What me that advise him to do is whatever the Integrity Commission require of you, sir, it shouldn't be a problem. Just carry it in and get everything resolved. Whatever the Integrity Commission require of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, sir, if you carry it into them and get the issue resolved, the thing done. thing's supposed to done. And they have to certify you. So when you can't carry what they require from you. Or the others are people for carrying where they require, you know, and carrying where they require. So me never know, so you think so you're above the law. You're above the law. They request from you certain things. And you don't carry it, don't give them. And that is the reason why the overseas, we call it, audit people then when they come, could have fully determined what is it because they never have what to work with. The whole wide gap. Because you refuse. Well, and all of it fully done, you know. But, so why you say the Integrity Commission I tell lie pan or no? And them I come out and I say I lie, them I tell pan them, you know. Whatever, you should have be on point with the stuff, brother. And lead by example. You come and talk about you're going to lock up people for talk. Well, you better build more prison. You must be right. When you build a prison, then you better build more. Because people, they're not only going to talk, the people, they're going to hack. When you put on the pressure upon it. The people, they're not under pressure, you know, brother. Oh? Some people don't go to school September morning. Unless they get help. We say in crack. Oh. As a big woman, you're always negative about the PM. Then when you want me to do, tell me, no block him, don't block him now, no block him. Because I want him to answer me back in there. So. Alright, I'm going to stop negative about him. Tell me the good things I'm going to say. Tell me what I'm going to say good. Or you tell me the good things. And we will talk about them. Type in the good things that I should talk, I will talk them. Give you an opportunity, because I know now the hand fast for black, and I tell her and black you. Because you disrespect by what you're saying about me and make a mistake and I want to hear. Tell me, I will change all my talk tonight. Just tell me what I should say. I'm waiting, you know. I'm not give too much time, you know. Because if you stand too long, I just make now the black you off. You say me always a talk negative. Tell me the positive. So that means you die and listen to me all the while. So you love hear the negative too. Now the blocking. Me know why you're blocking. Because I want him to answer, you know. Me want him to answer and tell me. So that me can stop talk negative. I wish I could have said something. Tell me what I say. Anybody on the live can tell me what is the positive that I should say. Please, TikTok, anywhere. What is the positive? And I will ask a laborer to come up in the box tonight and outline all the positive that I should say. While you are respectful. Me be on the low side tonight. Just come in the box. Or if you're over YouTube, you can call the WhatsApp and just outline. Instead of cuss off one and cuss off, you're this, you're that, you're whole, you're young, you're all kind of stuff. Just come into the box and just explain all the positive. I am giving you a chance to do so. As long as you are respectful. Anybody want to take up the challenge? Seems like nobody don't want to take up the challenge. So wanna come here and come argue for? Wanna come here and type in nonsense in the comment for then? if you don't get the opportunity to come and explain on yourself, and you not explain on yourself, why you not come over here and can tell me that I am negative? What is the positive I should say at this present time? What I should say? Alright, make me say if we can talk true now. I should say, since the hurricane him help everybody that get impacted by the hurricane. Huh? Just tell me. I don't know. I want to hold a sensible conversation with somebody. But when I notice, I just love come type in one little foolishness. I want to not outline nothing. I can use the same energy when I use, you know. And show the whole world. You don't believe that would have been more impactful? Show the whole world. The box then open now, so if you can come and defend the government and tell me all of the good, all of what he implement in, and everything that is going good, come in the box and tell the world. Come in the box and come and share and tell the world. Nobody now come in the box. I mean, I understand this. Honestly, I'm biased. And I'm trying not to be biased tonight. And I'm giving you all the opportunity to come into the box and tell everybody the positive. Anybody want to come in the box and talk about the good that the Prime Minister of Jamaica is doing? Come in the box. The box open for you now. Highlight all the good that is happening in the country presently. So I give you an opportunity so you can tell the world. I'm giving them the chance, Rose. I'm giving any one of them the chance to come in the box. You saw long over your plea for not coming in the box and nobody no want to come in the box. Let me repeat myself. I am opening up the box to give any labor right who want to come in the box, who is respectful, to come and highlight all the positive that is going on in Jamaica presently. Come on now, guys. Not even one? No, I'm never listen make them talk. See there? When you get the opportunity and nobody now come. If you're on YouTube, call the WhatsApp number or come over TikTok and come up in the box and highlight the positive presently. The first 2 quarters of the year. The first 2 quarters of the year. The economy in Jamaica. Anybody know what is the present situation of the economy in Jamaica? For the first 2 quarters. We have 4 quarters for the year. And the first 2 quarters. What is it? Because I don't know. The country is presently in a recession. The country is in a recession. The country is in a recession. I wonder if they understand. First, you come over TikTok, come explain to them for me why when we say the country is in recession, so that they can understand. You want to come in our box, Jim? Come in our box. Come tell the people them. As a matter of fact, what I want you to do if you come in the box is this. Because tonight, I'm not biased. Me will sit down and take everything. Tell the country the positive. Come in and back to the first, you can explain to them, make them understand what is a recession.
Oh boy. Good night, attention. Good night, everyone. No, Nardi, Jim is good. Jim is good. Bring Jim in.
He says soon come. Yeah.
So when your GDP growth is negative in 2 straight quarters, you're in a recession, right? There's no growth happening in the economy.
No, but hold on. You have to make the people that want to understand it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 1 quarter and they measure what you produce as a country, right? So, you know, that's your agriculture, your tourism, everything that you produce that can bring monies into the country. You're negative, meaning you're not bringing monies into the country. You're not producing anything. Okay? So that happened 1 quarter. They blame it on Melissa, which I think everything will be blamed on Melissa from here to the next election, but so be it. The 2nd quarter, the numbers came back in. You're negative. So you're not producing anything that can bring it positive, meaning your agriculture, tourism, anything that can bring monies into the country is not happening. You're losing money. You're negative. And that is confirmed by your tax revenue. So even your tax revenue is down. So you're not even collecting your taxes correctly in order to pay your bills. So you have 2 quarters of negative growth, meaning the country did not grow. You're receding. Okay? Your trade deficit is actually increased, meaning you're importing more than you do exports.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're going to have to get foreign exchange because the Jamaican dollar is not the world reserve dollar. The US dollar is the world reserve dollar. That is the benchmark used.
So, we're going to come out of the hole.
And Tijan, you tell me, or the government should tell the Jamaican people.
But
Because,
them not tell them, so the people them are run around and say the best thing are going in our country, you know.
well, if it's the best thing, that's good for them, right? That's good for them. So if they want deplorable hospitals, that's fine. You have no CT scans because Jamaicans are the healthiest people in the world. Auntie Jan, I don't live there. I live in America, and we're not the healthiest people. But I can tell you one thing. If I go to the worst hospitals here, I can get a CT scan, MRI scan in a matter of minutes if I have an emergency. Can you guys say that?
No, you have to go to the lab and you have to pay, take out your money, to fork out your money out of your pocket.
Oh, and when you have an emergency, like you have a stroke, because a stroke, they need to do a CT scan immediately to see what caused that stroke. So Jamaicans, are you telling me, maybe not you, Auntie Jem, but just in general and just being sarcastic, right? So you're telling me Every Jamaican there is so healthy. You guys don't have strokes? Okay. You guys don't have strokes. You guys don't have heart attacks. Okay. You don't get broken bones. Okay. So you don't need good hospitals. So that's what you're telling me. That's what is showing to me. You don't care enough for your country and for your people that you can take the substandard of these hospitals and don't hold the government accountable? That you got to go to a lab? So you have a stroke, so how are you going to get to the lab when you have a stroke?
When I say tough time come out and most of them die. Come out and praise the lab people them forget their name. So they open one new lab in a halfway tree or somewhere there. And the lab are going to use AI. And then commend it.
That makes no sense. Auntie Jen.
And when me say
You
no
see-
commending a lot about healthcare going to a next level, I say no man are really mad, you know.
Right, but Auntie Jen, think about it. You lived other places. You know, you travel. You just didn't live in Jamaica alone. So you see how other places are.
Yeah.
Put it in a real world, real life situation. You're having a stroke. One of the main things that they need to look at, they need to do a CT scan to see is it a stroke from hemorrhaging or is it a stroke from clots? From meaning there's a blood clot.
Yeah, or it can also be a blood vessel too.
Or a blood vessel, right.
Yeah.
That's the hemorrhaging part. So
Yeah.
they need to quickly look to see what is causing the stroke. So you're having a stroke, so you're going to leave the hospital to go to a lab to get a CT scan, then to wait. Meanwhile, time is of essence. I don't think people understand this. Time is of essence when you're having a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you had a stroke. So you're going to go to a lab to get the scans, to go back to the hospital, and FYI, you're going to have to pay that lab, so they're going to want their monies up front.
If you're not happy, you're just dead, yeah, brother. And the people then come for you now and set the car are dead out.
Okay, so that in of itself is okay. If that's okay for the Jamaican people, so
No,
be it.
Michelle.
If I can't argue with that, they can live with that. So that's normal.
Well, we have some people in our country who just not having a sense.
And then your schools are substandard. So if you don't have the money to send your child to the proper prep school, they're not going to get into the proper high school, traditional high schools. So your child is stuck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that you have money to send your child to prep school, that your child is okay. For those people, they probably think prosperity is okay because they can afford to send their children to prep school and not to primary school. I get
Dean,
it.
good night. Yeah. Sorry, Fergie.
Yeah. No. I get it. So if those people, let them think that way. But that's not the majority. If you tell me 90% of the country, okay, is in a upper middle class, so be it. Maybe I just don't know. But when I visit, I see otherwise. But I could be mistaken because I'm in the rural areas, in the tourist areas. So I could be mistaken, Auntie Jen.
You know, I mistake nothing.
If 90%, so I get it, if 90% of the nation is in the middle class, upper middle class, that they can send their children
Good night, Alvaro.
to private prep schools for them to have the opportunity to go to the more traditional, more prestigious high schools, which will give them an opportunity to go to university or even universities abroad. So be it. I stand corrected. Jamaica is 90% middle class, it's only 10% of you are poor, and they won't care about you. I could be mistaken, Auntie Jen. But what I see when I go to the rural areas with the resorts, that's not what I see.
Well,
And that,
my experience and my observation, and I am in Jamaica presently, so I like when me the overseas and me a talk and me not see it. And even today, you
right,
know, even today me I look on the whole of garbage them in the little trench them at the roadside. And me say, me not blame it on the government per se, but what me saying, who clean up the garbage and how often the garbage clean? Since I don't know people they're nasty.
right,
Me say Damian
right.
Crawford down at Linstead get the NSWMA to get some pans and him a place them and I say him want the town of Linstead to clean up. And that is so true, because when they go down there, and it's the people them and the people them will have a business place that are true now dispose them garbage good. And then the truck now pick up garbage on time.
Right. Because they probably don't have a good waste management
They don't know waste
program.
management, man. They should have go to Cayman Island and go make them show them how they run environment. Let me tell you something about the environment. They have a time when all of your old junk them, you put them on roadside and the government come pick them up.
Pick them up.
So you don't have to call no truck and go pay them removal to move them. Then pick them up. And each district get their garbage pick up twice per week.
Okay.
And everybody have to have proper garbage place to put it, because the environment will come and look. You have where they tell you if you bill it, are you rent from them the big heavy iron something where they can carry the truck where they just throw the garbage in.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
and
the
all you
containers.
have a
Yep.
business place or like a plaza, so it is mandatory that
Right.
you have to have those installed to dispose your garbage.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a case where your garbage overflow before, it's the responsibility of you to take it to the dump.
Right. That's right. It's the same here in New York, or the majority of the U.S. It's the same thing here. Most of these private businesses, if there's a restaurant or bar, they'll have like their own private waste management company
Yeah. But
come
some
and pick
part
up
in
their
New
stuff.
York too, Mr. Garbage on the road up there. And I tell you no lie.
Yeah, you'll see garbage on the road. They've been cutting that back because the new mayor doesn't like it. So they have been cutting it back a lot. But they'll come and pick it up. You'll have private companies that will come and pick it up.
Maybe then throw some box them and sit them on the road too. So
Yeah.
you have nasty people all over. But we need to implement something to stop the garbage throwing in the country, man. Because people them get from bad to worse.
But Auntie Jan, that's behavioral. That's something. It's it. I know it's gonna sound awful, but it's behavioral, right? It's something that you have been brought up with. If your family didn't teach you that, they'd like, oh, just throw this paper on the ground and just keep moving. You'll continue to do it, and it will spill down to your family, to others. It's just
thank you,
behavioral.
See, I saying it's the same in St. Lucia too. Most of the Caribbean country them me travel to, them cleaner in Jamaica. And one place me go and is similar to Jamaica and Antigua, in my view.
What? I've never been to that island, and they always talk about how
I don't know
Antigua
if they improved now, Fergie, but when I went there, it's a long while, in 2007, I think, yeah. And when they buried it, they just cover them up like, remember we used to bury that back in the old days, they not concrete them down. Then just
Oh, yes.
they just
You're
cover them
right.
up with the dirt and stick one stick in it. I was surprised.
For Antigua?
Yes, and people that on the roadside and sell seem like Jamaica. I don't know if it changed now, but when I went, that's what I see.
Wow. I've been to Barbados, and I have to admit, Barbados is pretty clean. They're very strict about it. They're very strict. When I went there, I didn't see garbage on the road like that. Like, yeah, they really cleaned up. And it's a good while I haven't been there. And I have to admit they're clean. I was just in Aruba last month. And Aruba, very clean, extremely clean. You don't see any of that. But again, you have to put it in perspective. Those two islands are much smaller in size in comparison to Jamaica.
No, Vian, don't say that. But you know, I went to Curacao too and it was clean.
I haven't been there yet. That's my other stop I want to make a trip to. I've heard that. I heard Curacao is very clean as well.
Yeah.
But I put it in perspective, right? They're smaller in size. They're smaller in population. I'm like, okay, I guess you can keep it clean. Jamaica's pretty large. On the map it looks small, but we know it's not a small island by any means, right? And there's a lot more people. So it's more of educating, and it's sort of behavioral. Like if you teach your children, throw the bone over here, throw that over there, they'll do it. They'll do it into adulthood. They'll have their children, and they'll continue down the path. Unless the government, if they want to take this seriously, then it would be fines, right? But we know Jamaican culture, you guys are fighting for even the traffic ticketing system that they put in place.
But here it is. Let me answer Michelle on YouTube. Auntie Jen, you know I said I wouldn't mind buried that way, than concrete down my body. Alright, so let me explain to all of you on this platform tonight. You see, because we are alive and conscious, we make claims. And say we don't want this and we don't want that and all of that. But the fact of the matter is, when we die, we don't even know, we don't exist no more.
Right.
And we don't have no choice on whatever the living do. Sometimes you make wishes and it not really work the way you want. So the dead body don't have nothing to do with it. So we're conscious. It's like somebody say, I don't want to cremate because they about burn my body. As if we're telling ourselves that we're going to feel it when we're dead.
Right, you're going to feel it. yeah. You're good. Like Vion wrote, Vion, I'm with you. My wish is to be cremated. I already told my nephews and my niece, if I go, just cremate me. Don't worry about some burial. Don't waste monies on a big funeral and all of that. Just cremate me. I'm gone.
But in Jamaica, you know, you say for poor black people, they may not watch you going in their country, they would not spend so much money for a funeral, you know, because black people spend the most money, you know. For them, funeral come like a wedding, you know.
Auntie Jen, I watched it. Funny enough, you said that. Last year, I was watching.
You know, so they report my channel again and make it restrict.
For what?
That's
for
why
what now?
That's why the number then gone down again. Bad mind they have.
But what are you doing? You didn't say anything.
That may I check to see what they must say and restrict me for. So my team uncomfortable. The team that some may find it uncomfortable and has been restricted.
Uncomfortable with what?
Well, I know, and the reason, body exposure and sexual behaviors.
We didn't even talk. No one's saying anything about sex. Period. We didn't. What, dead bodies? Like burying? That's sexual? Okay. All right. No.
And somebody report it, man. None of them just do it.
Yeah, no, they're upset. I get it. They had a bad day yesterday, so they're out there. But yeah, Auntie Jen, I was saying, last year I was watching YouTube videos of these funerals in Jamaica because I can't believe how much these people spend on a casket. I've never seen like a glass casket. I'm like, what is this? Like, you really went and spent so much money to get this glass casket. This makes no sense. And it was in a rural area. So I've never been to a rural funeral in the country. All the funerals I have been to were my parents and our good friend, and it was very traditional, you know, in Kingston, 1 hour mass, that's it, go to Dovecot, bury, we're good, goodbye. So it was very traditional, like less than 2 hours. And I'm watching these things, I'm like, why are they painting? And why do they have the pictures imposed on the casket? Why are they doing this? This makes no
But guess
sense.
what them I don't know? I was for cemetery up at St. Mary now. The image of the people then they on the grave.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that the other day. I'm like, why is the image? None of this makes any
5%
sense.
and
Zero sense.
True.
So, and then someone was telling me, they're like, you do know it costs millions.
Funeral a big business at Jamaica. And people take all them bedroom and turn in a funeral home.
Wow. And here I'm like, oh, just cremate me. That's all I need. Just cremate me. In the U.S. here right now, it'd be like $1,000. You don't be spending money on casket or any of that. Just cremate me. My only wish is just to bring my ashes to Dovecot and spread it between my parents because they're buried one above the other. Just spread my ashes over the two. I'm good. That's all I wish for.
Then that still gonna cost them money for buy plane fare for come scatter it at Jamaica.
Auntie Jen, that plane fare will be a lot cheaper than thousands of dollars. Because to bury someone here in New York is minimum like 10, 15,000 if you're lucky.
Yeah, 15,000.
Yep. And that's US dollars.
Now this a 5,000 in Canada can bury you.
Yeah, in the US it's a big business.
A big business at Jamaica too, brother.
And listen, in the US you can't even
So true, Valerie.
they want their cash. So I know in New York, I don't know anywhere else, but in the US you either have to come with a certified check or cash. They even want credit cards. They want the monies. And FYI, you're not getting that death certificate until you give them final payment.
So hold on there. So I saw a funeral the other day and then bury the person in a mausoleum. I say pronounce mausoleum.
Oh, mausoleum. Yep,
mausoleum. Yeah. Now, how much them the funeral the cost?
Well, it depends. Normally, if it's in a mausoleum, the family probably would have already paid for that spot in the mausoleum. Because it's not everyone goes in the mausoleum.
Me know, man. Me know say different. That's why I asked because that would have been more expensive.
Right. So what would happen is the funeral probably would have been 10, 15,000. And I'm saying that without you getting burial, meaning without you getting a plot. With you getting a plot, it's even more.
And the casket look like gold.
Right. So like for me, I have to admit, like with my dad, because we shipped the bodies home. Like, so my dad, we had to ship him.
Yeah.
We shipped him home, and my mom, we shipped her home. And my dad, I want to say at the time, we spent around 12,000 US. And that included the wake, the funeral, and the casket. And it has to be a special casket if you're going to ship them home. Yeah. I can't use a regular wooden box. I have to use a steel.
You have to use a steel. Like the same thing I have to do when I ship home my husband too.
Right. And we lucked out because one of our friends who lived there, his large brother owns a funeral home. And my parents already had bought the plot at Dovecot, so we didn't have to pay for that. My parents already had bought, my dad had bought his plot.
Yeah, a lot of people, back in the days of Dovecot, people used to buy them plot put down.
Right. So we didn't have to pay for that. And it was just, it's expensive. My mom, when I buried her, same thing. It cost me around 15,000. Yeah, it was around 15,000 between the wake here and then shipping the body home, and it's an expensive thing.
Well, one of my sons said same thing like you, Fergie. If him pass, and he not, me not fi keep nothing at the yard for him.
No, yeah, I agree. Because Auntie Jen, I believe, once you're dead, the body, that's nothing. It's a shell.
It's a shell. The dead ox like when you ox out coconut.
So people are thinking like, I'm like, wait, you think you're still living in that body? That body is a shell. That is nothing. Stop.
Nothing.
So people are like, I don't want to be cremated. Okay, all right, so be it. But you're gonna be ashes anyway in the earth. But good luck. But yeah, I already told my nephews and my niece, and I'm like, listen, when I go, I'm thinking you guys are gonna be around. Just cremate me. And they're like, you want to be cremated? I'm like, yep, just cremate me. Call it a day. I don't even want to wake. I don't even want any of that. Because if you have a wake, right? So if you do cremation here, some people will do like a viewing of the body and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do.
So
yeah.
you have to rent the casket.
Yeah, you have to rent the casket.
Right? So that's not even for free. And that's
I
money.
know, man, because I attend a funeral like that. Man, it was a beautiful setting. But the body was to be cremated a couple days after.
Right. And it costs money. I just had a good friend of mine, her brother passed, and they did that. And you know what, Auntie Jen, that cost $10,000.
Really?
Yeah. And he was to be cremated. He was cremated. She said between the casket, renting the place, getting the chapel, getting everything. He was like, his wife spent like $10,000. It's expensive. Funerals are very expensive. Very, very, very. And here, like I said, I know in New York, they don't accept credit cards. They don't accept personal checks. You either need to bring cash, money order, or a certified check. Period. And you are not getting that death certificate because they're the ones who will issue the death certificate until you get final payment.
But the death certificate, I mean the burial order.
I don't know. In America, we call it the death certificate.
No, death certificate we get from the registry.
Yeah, we don't have anything called a burial order. So normally what would happen...
Yeah, man, maybe I'm not call it that, but there's a permission we have to get for bury the dead. I think that's a universal thing.
Yeah, but that's normally handled by the funeral home.
Right. So in Jamaica we call it the burial order.
Yeah, we don't get that. So if you're burying someone here, you don't get that. The only thing you're gonna get is the death certificate. When you pay everything, and you have to pay everything in full, because you need the death certificate, obviously, to send for insurance and to conduct administrative business on behalf of the dead, right? You need that certificate.
Michelle, again, whether you cremate or not, you still going to come to ash and dust. So when you burn the body, it turn ash.
No, I know people who are like, Michelle, I get it.
So the same thing, when you stay on the earth, after a while, you go back and look in there, so what you're seeing there.
If you're in a casket in the earth, you probably just be bones. That's it. That's all right.
I mean, here, so within 3 days, you melt like butter, everything.
Yes, of course. The human body, over 90% is made up of water.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Within several days, it won't be nice. So that's why for me, I'm like, just cremate me. Don't.
Henry, good night. Nobody think about dead and what happened. You know, everything about his soul.
Right.
So that we think about what situation we're going to leave the earth.
Right.
The old body is just a holding for the spirit.
Right. The body is nothing. Like it's.
Oh, somebody.
It only...
hold on, Fergie. Why YT said the funeral home get the death certificate from the
Yep.
state
Yep, that's right.
as a convenience to the family.
Family, that's right. That's, yeah, they're absolutely right. So normally here, the funeral home would give you the death certificate, but again, you better pay that bill in full.
You know, get that though. In Jamaica though, you have to go back to the registry
Oh,
and take in the when you get the burial order, you get two piece for the pastor and piece where you keep. And you have to take that now and carry it to the registry before you get. And they will tell you, you pay for the, if you want the same time express or whatever, and then you get that death certificate. But you have to go back to the registry.
oh. Now you see.
So you have to do that. The family have to do that. The funeral home do that for you here.
Oh, you see, that's the bureaucracy of that country. So I'm going to bring it back to NARA. This is why your prime minister wants NARA in. You see the bureaucracy right there.
Yeah.
That the family has to do this and do that, especially during this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're mourning, you're grieving, and you got to do this running up and down.
You have to do that, don't you? Because that you can't get that till after the burial.
See, that, meanwhile, here in the States, the funeral home does everything. You just go to the funeral home, you let them know, say for example, if the person passed away in the hospital, you go find a funeral home, and then you let the funeral home know where the body is, and they'll take care of everything. You meet with them after when they pick up the body, and you go through when you want to have the service, what they're going to do, what are the costs. You have to put a down payment, fine, and then they'll typically ask you like how many copies of the death certificate you would like, and you just let them know, and that's fine. That they're going to charge you for that, and they'll take care of everything. You bring the clothes, whatever you want the person to be buried in, like a day before, good. And then you have to give them final payment before you have the service.
Well, all right, in Jamaica, let's say somebody dead at home. First thing you have to call the police. Now when you call the police come. I wonder if them police will come, if they're trained still, Because it shouldn't be the police, it should have been paramedics. But anyway, you have to call the police here in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Then the police determine if they call the funeral home. We're responsible for the area. Because different funeral home locate different area. So they call the funeral home for the area, and then the funeral home carry you. I'll be try to know if they carry you. I don't know if they carry you to the hospital and they pronounce you dead enough. But what me saying, where the slackness come in Jamaica, where them not need. If you die at home in Cayman Island, it's the paramedics that comes. And then the paramedics call the earth.
Right. Okay. So here's a little bit different, and it could vary from state. So my mom, like I told you, with the Kimberly Hotel, my mom died at home, and no one was home. And we had a friend who came in, because we had a spare key at the neighbor, and she came in and she saw my mom. She called 911. The police came, and the paramedics came.
Of course, that's safe ago.
Right. And the paramedics, pronounced her dead. But the police stayed behind until, with my brother or myself, we got home, and the police stayed here with the body the whole time. And I put a call in to the funeral home because we were going to use the same funeral home that buried my dad because they already have connections to Jamaica and the funeral homes there, that they know exactly what to do and what needs to be done to bring the bodies back. So we called them, and the paramedics had left and the police stayed behind. They asked me if I wanted to do an autopsy, and I'm like, well, no, it makes no sense. because the police already knew there wasn't any sort of,
Yeah,
bad
foul
thing that
play or
happened,
anything, yeah.
right? They already knew because our friend opened the door, saw my mom, and called 911 immediately. So they knew it wasn't someone broke in. They didn't see
Yeah.
anything damaged, nothing. It was just she just passed. So they asked me if I wanted an autopsy, and I said no, I don't need one. And then the funeral home came a couple hours later, got the body, and the police left with the funeral home. That's how they do it here.
Oh, so it's a little different though.
It's a little different, yeah. But when 911, they sent both the police and the paramedics came because she said, she told them she doesn't know if she's alive or not, but she's not breathing and she's unconscious. So they sent both.
I police pass it dead down and me. I wonder if that can right.
Yeah, they probably should send both, I would think, if someone dies at the home.
Cause some of them not even know first aid, much less. But that's how them do it, brother. Anybody them pass dead, you're dead.
But hold on, I'm trying to think, because my grandmother died at home in Jamaica, but this was in 82. And she died in her sleep. And my brother, wait a second, because he was living there.
Yeah,
I
used
want
to.
I want to say, no, the police did come.
No, man, the
Yes.
police have to come, man. A standard
did come.
procedure, yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't send the paramedics or anything. But the thing was, we already knew the police in the area, so they knew my grandmother and my brother. Like, they already knew each other. And they knew it wasn't anything bad that happened, like no one broke into the house or anything. So, yeah, they stayed with the body because it was who buried it was Sam Isaacs who buried my grandmother. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, you know, just think, oh, me so yeah, I like me want to sleep tonight. Me not sit down up long with them like last night, me sorry.
I was about to say, Auntie Jen is probably from sitting up last night with us.
Hey, last night, me sit down up late with them,
I was like, whoa, Auntie Jen stayed up late.
Yeah, me not stay late with them tonight. But me
No,
like
it's
me love a
not-
little discussion though. Me love a little discussion.
Yeah. We did talk politics, which is good. Once in a while, we kind of get away from that, right?
Yeah.
Just to
Valerie,
break it up.
that's true. 1 minute, Fergie.
Yeah.
Back in the days, we could have make your own casket and the burial and the funeral home that take it. Them now take that again, my dear. You can't get no carpenter to make no box. Nobody now. You have to buy the box from the funeral home and then have package now.
Oh, yes. That they do have, yes. Because when I buried my mom, yep, there was a package, yep.
So them the days done, my dear.
It's a big business. It is. And it's a very profitable business. I mean, here in New York, I could say you got to come with cash, money order, or certified check. They're not taking your credit card. They're not taking your personal check. So it is cash business. And again, you have to pay everything before that service starts.
Let me ask you something. So the people that when they put in a mausoleum, you can't go back, go open it back and look on them.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
I wonder if they what they do Bob Marley again for him body.
Because where did they bury him? I mean, I know he was buried in Jamaica,
Him
but
not
was he
buried, man.
buried?
Him not buried now. Him body upper sentence. Then what they say they do? What they do with the body so it's not rotting out again? So they say. Oh, me not remember my name. Oh my goodness.
Because in order for the body not to be,
Yeah, back in the
decompose.
days, they used to stay at the embalm. Yeah, the embalm. They take out the intestine.
Right, and they embalm them. But the
Yeah.
embalming won't stop the decomposition, right? You would need to freeze them. They would have to be frozen.
Mm.
Because they embalm pretty much the dead. My parents were embalmed.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a vault, right. So that's why I ask the question, Roxy. If when they put it in a vault, if them embalm them and then people can go back, can they lock you up like a post box?
no, but the thing is, it would have to be freezing. Like, in order to preserve the skin and everything like that, it would have to be frozen. You would basically have to freeze them with
No,
nitrogen.
no, Fergie. When they I don't know what they do or whatever they put, but I don't know.
My parents were embalmed
I
and
think
they're
they,
buried.
yeah, my husband
They're
were
all
embalmed
embalmed.
too, but the embalmment when they upon him after them say it lasts for 6 months.
Right, they're all embalmed. My parents were embalmed when they were buried.
They have to embalm. Once them are going to travel up and plane, them have to embalm. And it's still drain.
Right, but they're still going to decompose. That only lasts
So
for.
that type of embalm for it to traveling though, they don't take out them intestine, you know. But you see one where they say them a preserve them for turn mummy or whatever. I don't know what them, but I think they go back and do something ever so often to it though.
That's news to me. But normally the body kind of you decompose.
No man, not further. They embalm body. That's what they say them they do with Bob Marley body. How long now? We must find out if everybody's still up there can go look for that. So me don't know if I'm true to you know, cause hear me hear argument. Me don't know. But
Yeah,
me,
but even if you look at mummies, I mean, they still don't look like their original self.
you can't look like her. If you're dead, you're dying now. So
Right,
right. So you can't look like the original.
right. You will never look like that original self. So it's just, you're just a skeleton. It's
Yeah.
just your skeleton will remain.
I mean I tell you the truth. After a man dead and all of that, this a woman and I go back and look for them. You know.
I'm very sorry. I don't need to see them
Me no
again.
need see you no more time. Me imagine you like when me know you.
Right. I don't need to see you. No. That will freak me out. Because I'm thinking when you said it, I'm like, well, are they freezing the body? So
No,
if
in
you do
a freezer man is some but I figure them have to go back each time to put back some of them something they pan it though.
so they open the casket to put things on there for what? What's the purpose?
Because I'm a star and them but the people just illiterate and dark and fool. Cause I don't know where
Because NTJ, what? You're gonna go pull it out, open the cat. You can imagine that smell. You can't get rid of that smell.
I mean I think that's is smell man. They said when them put pan in a smell.
And
Well,
what
it
are
would
they
have
doing?
stink but it must have a funky scent.
It must have a scent. It has to have a scent. The human body, it has a scent. Even when you're alive, it has a scent.
And I care what, you must shrink down to like to the bone.
Look at the mummies. Look at the mummies. Look at the mummies. They look like their original selves.
At the same time, part of you already gone already, you know, because they take out the intestine, you know. They take out all your internal organ, everything inside of
But
you.
just your skin alone, your flesh. They can't suck out the
And I
flesh.
think them pad them with something inside of the belly area when they take out all of it. And then
Yeah,
they,
no, I'm sorry. That to me, that's freaky. I'm sorry. Once you're dead, you're gone. You're goodbye. Good luck.
yeah man, when you're dead, you're done, man. You're done. Your DON, your time on earth has done.
It is done. You're gone. Whatever you believe in, maybe you'll be reincarnated somewhere else in someone else. I don't know, but yeah, that body is gone. So that makes no sense. You're preserving, like, in order to preserve a body to look like the way it did,
Everybody
you
on
would have.
YouTube, tap up the phone screen, double tap.
you would have to freeze it cryogenically. They would have to be frozen. You'd have to
No
use
man,
nitrogen.
they have something now where them put on your man will keep your body though. Away from alright. One funeral that me was close to in Mina Cayman Island. You see, 2 days before the funeral, they have a family thing. And then take him out, dress him up, put him in a casket, and he never go back in the fridge.
Huh?
When them put pan him now go back in the fridge.
That to me is freaky. I'm
No,
sorry.
and he never smell or nothing the night when we go to the funeral home.
They all smell. It's a dead body.
No, he never smell, man. I tell you, he never smell. It does smell after when it's wear out, but when they inject in them,
No, that's freaky to me. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. That's very freaky. Call it a day. You're dead. Good.
Oh, sad things wrong says it name iron the farm. There's something them put on them for not make it smell.
Oh.
Valerie
Okay.
said next topic you better listen, okay, well we are gonna face it one day whether you like it. Well anyway topic I got done because I done the program I got done.
Yes.
On my bed
On
never
emancipation
I
day,
know
we're
we never come
talking
here with this
about all
because
these
just
things.
all things just flip from one thing to another, for which channel is sometimes we
I
don't
don't know
stay.
how we got on the topic of
Yeah, sometimes we don't
funerals.
stay upon one topic sometimes. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves about them things that because we're too much in ourselves and we pride like we think so we're there to live forever. Every man have to try the part of where we fear the worst. Before we did come in existence, we never exist in the world and we're going to exit and not exist again neither.
Exactly. I don't know how we got on this morbid topic.
Yeah, how we end up with the topic here?
I don't know, Auntie Jen. How did we get here? How did we get talking about? I don't know how we got here. We were talking about the economy, right?
Yeah.
About recession at first. I don't know how we got to
I'm trying to
funerals.
remember we getting on a topic here.
Someone got a type. I don't remember. We started off with recession and growth.
No, we start about emancipation. And
Right.
And then we start about growth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how we got into the topic of funerals. Now we're talking about preserving dead bodies. Like, I don't know how we switch. How did we switch?
I don't have a clue.
We talked about recession. We're like, okay, this is a recession. I'm looking back. I can't figure out how we got to. Yeah, and we talked about garbage, right?
Yeah, we talk about the garbage, yes.
Right. I don't know how we got here. Now we're talking dead bodies and funerals and yeah. And now preserving them. Now I have to look up this which I shouldn't even look it up because I really don't care. I'm being cremated, so I really don't care about preserving body. But that's okay. It's all right. It's good.
So anyway, this is where we're going to leave it
Yep.
for tonight. Having yourself a great night, and I must say, I
You
really
too, Auntie Jen, everyone.
Yeah, love and appreciate everyone who stay on for the duration.
Right.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend and your emancipation. I wish one again. So I wish the emancipation and the independence. 6. Independence.
It's the 6th, right?
Yes, let me say I wish their independence there.
It's either the 5th or the 6th. Why do I think it's the 6th?
The 6th, man.
It's the 6th. Okay.
My mother did born the 4th of August. If she was still alive today, she would be 80-year-old the 4th of this month.
Oh, wow.
The 6th of Thursday.
Okay.
So Thursday I'm going to be holiday again.
Yeah, so everyone enjoy emancipation, and then next week enjoy independence. 64 years.
Yeah. Yeah, Roxy, have yourself a great night. Michelle,
Good night.
all of you guys, Virgie, everybody on
Yeah.
TikTok. Bye. Catch you next time. Con Henry, enough love. Oh, this further. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody over YouTube. Enough love. Catch you the next time. Bye.